hmmmmm.wordpress.com. And earlier today I did a blog post called Tag Your It Who Should Chase Men or Women. And the reason I did this blog post today was because it hits so close to home. Like, I have a friend, I'm not going to put her business out like that, I'm not going to put her name out like that, but she's dating this guy, or she's trying to get into the dating phase of dating this guy. And you know, when they first started talking, he was mostly calling her, well, not mostly, but he was making an effort first to call her, and she would follow. But now he stopped calling her and making plans, and she wondered why he stopped doing that. And it was because she was becoming clingy, and it was because she was always making the first move on him without allowing him to do it. And so today I just wanted to do a blog post about this topic because it really bothered me about it, and so I decided to do a blog post. So I'm gonna reiterate on my blog post on a video, which I haven't did a video in a very long time, actually about 2 or 3 weeks ago. But besides that, I will be reading notes off my phone, so excuse me if you see me looking down on my phone. First, I'm going to explain what is chasing. Chasing isn't, oh, he has to call me, I'm not going to call him unless he calls me. No, I'm not saying to act stuck up. There's no way I'm saying act stuck up. No, I don't condone that. And really, there are females out there that actually do that, and to me that's not really a good route to go, because nowadays it's guys see that stuck up, and most guys don't really want to be with a stuck up girl. What I'm saying when I say chase someone or allow a guy to chase you is guys like a woman or a girl that has mystery to her. If you're always showing him that, you're interested in him, or you're always calling him but he doesn't call you, or you're always making plans but yet he doesn't make plans with you, you're chasing him. And a lot of times, you see girls and they get with guys and they get upset when the guy doesn't call them back, or they get upset when the guy doesn't want to make plans. It's because you're making plans all the time. You don't allow him to be a man. A man wants to, be brave, and he wants to be the one to prey. It's kind of like when you see the Animal Planet and you see the male lion, he's chasing the gazelle. The gazelle is like, hey, I'm here, take me. It's not, the lion doing that. And if the gazelle was actually saying like, hey, I'm here, take me, like I'm right here, like the lion would be looking like, what is wrong with her? Clingy. That's how girls or women come across to men. You come across as clingy. Guys do not like that. They do not like a woman that's clingy. They like someone who has a life outside of a relationship, or a life outside of guys. That's partly why, females sometimes they get upset when a guy doesn't call them, and it's because you're like blowing up his phone like with 30-40 messages within 10 minutes. Let him chase you. And another downfall of chasing a guy is you really would never know how he actually feels about you if you're always chasing him. If you're chasing a guy and you make the first move on trying to be his girlfriend, you make the first move on trying to call him, you make the first move on texting him, you never truly will know how a guy or a man will feel about you if you're the one doing all the chasing. Let him come to you. As a woman, all you have to do is just follow. If you follow him, all you have to do, if you follow him, then things will go the way that they're supposed to go, which is smooth. And once you start following him, it's kind of like if a guy, example, okay, me and my boyfriend have been together 2 years, going on 3. When I first got with him, he pursued me. He asked for my number, and so therefore I gave him my number. But after I gave him my number, he exchanged his to mine with me. And because he asked for my phone number first, I let him pursue me. And I would not text him, I would not call him, I didn't make any plans. About 3 days had gone by before, we talked. Well, he hit me up and he asked me, why haven't you texted me? I said, because you asked for my number first. He really liked that about me. He was like, I never had a girl that has standards. Guys like females who have standards, and when you're chasing him, you're showing that you don't, and you come across as clingy and desperate. That's partly why guys, how you can push a guy away. Now, if you want a relationship to work with a guy, then you should just play your role and just follow him. Don't chase him, just follow. Let him do the work in the beginning and you just follow. Now, another example or another downfall of chasing a guy is if let's say, I'm getting so excited about this because it's a topic that really just bothers me, because my friend, who is my best friend, she's going through it right now. But okay, let's say that you meet this guy and you're pursuing him, you ask for his number, and as soon as you guys start talking, you make suggestions, go out on the first date with him, you pay for dinner, you pay for everything. You ask him, you propose to him, you buy the ring, you do everything. The guy now is looking like, okay, you're doing everything, so I don't have to do anything to keep you, or I don't have to do anything to pursue you because you're doing that, for me. And that's why some females complain that guys don't do anything for them anymore. It's because what you allow is what you're going to put up with in a relationship. If you allow a guy not to chase you in the beginning, when you're talking before you get in a relationship, that's what you can expect all the way through. Set your standards high. Don't ever think that your standards are way too high for a guy not to chase you. Which brings me to my next point. Another reason why you should stop chasing guys is if his behavior is inconsistent, he's not hitting you up, or he's not, trying to make plans with you, you need to cut him off. A guy who is truly interested in you would make plans with you and would pursue you. Guys are pursuers, and if he truly wants you, he will pursue you no matter what it takes. And if you're sleeping with him, if you're texting him, if you're calling him and he's not giving you consistent behavior, it's because he already knows he has you, and he doesn't have to do any work to keep you or to keep your interest. So don't chase guys. Do not chase guys. That's the number one way you can push a man away, if you chase him. And I know so much. I have so many friends and so many other people in my life who chase guys, and they wonder why, in the end, why it didn't work out, or why guys are acting the way they are. Give him space and let him come around. And even if you take 2 or 3 days, let's say that you are the clingy type. If you are the clingy type, you take 2 or 3 days. Do not text him unless he texts you first. Do not call him unless he texts or calls you first. Do not make plans unless he plans them with you first. You take about 3 days, he will start to wonder what is happening. Why has she been calling me? Why has she been texting me? He soon will come around. He's going to wonder why. And all that's because he's so used to you doing all the work, which is why he isn't putting in work. No, it's 50-50. You let him make that first move and then you follow. That's how a relationship works. It isn't 20-80. That's not how it goes. It's 50-50. So always make sure to not be clingy and give him his space. Let's see. And I think, some reasons why, females or sometimes guys chase, people is because the fear of losing them. We always think, if I'm not showing him or I'm not showing her how much, I'm interested in her or him, I'll lose them. That's not the case, because if someone is truly interested in you, they will make it their business to show you how much they're interested in you. Don't ever think like, okay, this may be a little bit too personal, but no, I love you guys and I'm going to let you into my life. So I have this ex-boyfriend, and we were dating for a year and a half, and in the beginning everything was good. He took me out. On the first day I let him pay for it, but then other dates or whatever, sometimes we would split the bill. Sometimes I would pay for it, sometimes he would pay for it. It just was different. So after a while, he stopped texting me, he stopped making plans, and I was like, why has he stopped making plans with me? Like, where is all this coming from? So I'm blowing up his phone, like, I'm like blowing up his phone, trying to figure out why he's not, coming around. What did I do to him to make him not, treat me good anymore? So, I had a psychology class with him, and, I saw him in class, and he would not make any eye contact with me. I was like, what is really going on? And I'm chasing him, and after a while, he shot me a text back saying, that I was coming across as desperate, and I needed to just leave him alone, and he didn't care about me anymore. Okay. I took that hard at first, but, sometimes you also have to think, sometimes guys, not all guys, putting it out there, not all guys want, how can I put this, some guys have an ego-driven attitude. They like to get around their friends and say, oh, I got her hitting my phone now. Oh, I got her calling me. She called me like 4 or 5 times, but I ain't pick up. That's how guys talk when they're around each other. And if you really want to come across, or you want to be the topic of that conversation, do not chase him. I'm telling you, I've been there once in my lifetime, and I've learned from it. Do not chase a guy. That's why you always hear, I don't know the word for it. It's a phrase. Do not chase guys. Do not chase boys. And I know fathers tell their daughters all the time, do not chase boys. Chase those books. Guys are always going to be here. There's no need to chase a guy, because I want you to remember this the next time a guy comes across to you. You are the prize, not him. You make him work for you. You don't work to keep him. You are the prize. So the next time, something like this happens, don't get so scared to, is he thinking about me? I'm afraid I might lose him if I don't show that, I'm interested in him. No, guys are pursuers. I'm not saying, no, don't make a move at all. Just allow him to make the first move, and you follow. As in, don't play hard to get, just follow. As in, if he says, we're going to movies at this time, be ready. Okay, I'll be ready. You like a guy that can plan stuff, not a guy that will say, do you want to go to the movies tonight? A guy that's a planner is the most attractive thing ever. A guy who can make plans without even without you even knowing he surprises you is the most sexiest thing ever, and is the most so attractive about a guy. It's something so attractive about a guy who doesn't have to tell his woman, you know, do you want to go to the movies tonight? Do you want to get your hair did? Do you want to go shopping today? Do you want to watch a movie tonight? You know, we could just stay in and watch a movie. He just does it because he wants to. He pursues you, and even after he gets you, he still pursues you. So don't make it, you know, like you're afraid to lose him. Because if he really wants you, he'll pursue you. Just play your role as he will play his, which is the pursuer. So, you know, I'm about to wrap up this video, and I hope I hope I helped you guys on, you know, the world of chasing and how it's done and how you should actually go about it. So I'll be making another video soon, so stay tuned for my next video. I love you guys.